It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
That's me.
To Beal. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Send him down, send him down.
Lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Wizards with the basketball. Beal. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. And the finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LeBron into the front court. Down 3. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Easy path to the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Bullock matched up with Beal. James. Fine to shoot. That's a 24-second violation. Lakers ball. Kyle Kuzma buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
The drive right to the basket. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So we are through 1 here at Capital One Arena with the Wizards out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 4. Down low for Kuzma. Off the mark. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rondo into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. Driving right to the basket. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Beal. Has a look. Bradley Beal. He's 2 for 2 now.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lakers at the controls right now. To James. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal by Washington.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
JaVale McGee to James. Gets it in the left corner. To James. Down to 5 on the 24. And he drains it.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Screen coming. To Beal. Desperation shot here from half court. First half in the books. The Wizards out in front.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Wizards dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards. The Lakers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Missed threes.
The Los Angeles Lakers are having problems defending the three in this matchup. You can guarantee the coaching staff is touching on that in the locker room. Most of their misses came in the opening quarter.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's Washington with the basketball. Beal. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Spike to shoot for Washington. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Kuzma up against Beal. Curling inside. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he missed the free throw. To Beal. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
LBJ. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. LeBron James sizing up Bryant. Kuzma to James. 5 on the shot clock. Rondo. Wizards have the rebound. Goes to the left side. To Beal. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
Joel has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes, Ed.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Beal. JaVale McGee with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice pass to set things up. LeBron James. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Nothing going here on that drive. To Beal. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Los Angeles, they have it. Here comes the screen. LeBron, guarded by Bryant. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. Wizards have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Kuzma. To James. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 1.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. The assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
LeBron James with the rock. Probing the defense. To James. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. James, not easy.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Beal. Five seconds to shoot. To Beal. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Wizards at the controls. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
To Kyle Kuzma.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Down for McGee. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
JaVale McGee tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. LeBron James sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. The pass taken away by the Lakers. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Good shot. Go.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Now they get the intentional foul, and this one not over yet. Two huge free throws coming up in a two-point game.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Able to convert on both free throws. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. LeBron James up against Beal. Not that time. The Wizards are the winners as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards did what great teams do best, finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards. The Lakers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.